Tell me anything you need, you can call on me. Front line for the demons. See the city, fuck the south side. Nigga, worldwide. Tell them boys I'm outside. And that's for everybody. I went outside, niggas scared probably. Seeing them family. What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all miss me? Hey, Aaron. Hey, Aaron. Of course. How much? Like this much, or just like this much? I've been chilling, y'all. I've been chilling. What y'all been on? What y'all been on, man? How y'all been? I missed y'all too. Shit. Like, on some real 100 shit. So, like today is just all about understanding who the fuck I am. Feel me, as a person, you know what I'm saying? Not even just Big Daddy, fuck baby Skip, fuck all that shit. Like, just understanding me as a person, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get to know me. The sooner y'all understand me, the closer we all can be. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I want y'all to actually know me. What's up, Loyalty? What's up, Loyalty? What's up, man? I see 11 people in the joint with one like of the joint. Make sure that they come on now. Turn it up, man. I want to see everybody outside popping it tonight. Definitely want to see everybody outside popping it tonight. So smash that motherfucking like button. So we gonna start with some very small details of what's going on, just so y'all could, you know what I'm saying, understand, catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, who I am, where I've been, where I'm trying to get to go. You know? And some shit like that. That's just how, you know, that's how I feel today. That's how I feel today. I went over it a couple times in my mind, like what I wanted to come and talk to y'all about today. Like I ain't just want a bunch of people just in here, just Big Daddy and me to death. Oh, I know I'm Big Daddy for y'all. I know that y'all always gonna fuck with me like that. That's cool. I love y'all too. But I want y'all to understand me as me, you know what I'm saying? So we can have a better relationship with each other. You understand? Like, cause I want to get to know y'all too as well. Want to get to know y'all as well. Um, I'm always gonna come over here and fuck with y'all and check on y'all. Like that's all. I'm always gonna do that. But to be honest with y'all, YouTube is no fun when it come down to these lives. It's like really like no fun. I can't play music for y'all without getting flagged. It's so much stuff I can't do without getting flagged, and I just don't want to be worried about that every time I want to come see my YT family. So I'm gonna do something real special for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be that's what I'm doing today. Like so, this is just a thank you moment for y'all, but also a learning experience for y'all, so y'all can actually get to know me. You know, who all in here, man? If you in the odds right now, man, make some noise in the chat. I hate when y'all just come in here and just sit and just sit and just sit and don't be saying nothing. Yeah. What's up, Ava? Thank you, Aaron. No, for real, like for real. Like this is my main reason for doing this because I see, you know, we got people other people are painting pictures of certain people that they want to paint a good way, and then they try to paint me as this. Like, so before I let somebody give an illustration of me, I'm gonna illustrate for y'all. I don't need no motherfucking illustrator. Good afternoon, Candace. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Listen, I don't see none of the mods in here right now. But come on now, y'all. Make sure y'all really stay active with me through this journey, man. Like, I want y'all to stay active. Make sure y'all smashing that like button. Feel me? Make sure you sharing the live. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I ask for y'all. You feel me? And come be the best version of yourself that you can be for me, so I can be the best version of, you know what I'm saying, myself for y'all. Like, that's all I want y'all to do. That's it. Ghost, what's up? What's up? That's all I want y'all to do. I don't really, you feel me? Like, I'm not asking for like too much for real. You feel me? I just want y'all to be here with me, keep it funky with me. You feel me? And when I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. You feel me? Hey, don't bye, 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 bye. When I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I'm here, but not in my phone. Who needs this? Who needs to go? It's Keisha. Hold on, I'm here, but charging my phone. Okay. Keisha, you got a new page? Okay, what's up, lady? Hey. Listen. Close my door. Close it. K-Town Moisa. That's Keisha, this you on this page? Okay, Keisha. It's all good. Ladybug, hey, Ladybug. Okay. If you ain't came to the front yet, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't came up to the front and said, hey, please do so now so I can address you, you know, appropriately. Please. Oh, damn, K-Town, you got 4 pages. We don't need an explanation. Let them talk. We here for you, Skip. Okay, kitty. It ain't that you need an explanation. It's just I feel like giving my story to y'all. I want y'all to understand who I am. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of everything that was going on, you know what I'm saying? Because all this entertainment shit, that shit entertainment. Like, I really, like, my life so real. Like, this, come on now. And I be tired of faking the funk. You feel me? What's up, Paradise? I be tired of faking the funk about certain shit. Like, that just ain't me. That's not me. It'll never be me. It'll never be me, and that's why people don't like me. What you mean? This? I keep getting interrupted in my live. Like, I can't even go 3 minutes straight through without getting interrupted. Anyway, like I said, wait, damn, what was I just saying, y'all? Because I keep getting stopped and shit, so I don't know. Like, I'm kind of getting frustrated. Oh yeah, okay. So boom. Like even though a nigga, even though I ain't faking it, you feel me? It's just certain shit that I see that's being faked, and I'm just not saying nothing about it. You feel me? Like I'm only not saying nothing about it because I choose. I'm trying to choose a better way of going about certain things. You feel me? When it comes down to uh people and their truths. You feel me? And the shit that go on off camera, the shit that people don't know about, like all that shit, okay, it's cool. You feel me? It is what it is. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Amber. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. So, like, yeah. So like this platform right here, YouTube, like it's always been around. You feel me? Like I never really put a lot into it. I've always been on YouTube. Like even back in the day when I was a kid, I was on YouTube, but I just never put my attention on it because I always was dealing with real life shit. You feel me? But all right, so I want to share a few things with y'all, right? So, okay. So for one, I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, it's good. I know it's a lot we don't see. Exactly. It is. So I'm gonna share this screen with y'all real quick. I want to share a few things with y'all. As you can see on the clearly you've seen this. Y'all seen this on the now you seen this on the thumbnail or whatnot. Yeah, this is me when I probably used to like when I was young as hell in this picture, and we was like we was feel me we was lower class. It was never in between thing for us. At some point in my childhood, it was like in the beginning before my mom started having other kids and shit like that. But like this is me in a moment like where all I had was this false image of like who I was and like just this was a good and bad time for me in my life. This is when I first started rapping. I thought I was a fucking gangster rapper for real and shit. Like I literally like this shit is funny to me. Just looking back at it, it's funny. My birthday is October 13th. October 13th, Paradise. 13th. I was flaming Thunder up last night. That man straight cloud chasing. I let it be known too. What's going on though? I'm almost off work. Oh nothing. We chilling, Keisha. I'm really giving. This is understanding. This is understanding Skip. You feel me? I just want y'all to. I'm gonna give y'all my story and actually show y'all a few things and just take y'all down my life path. You feel me? So y'all can understand why I am who I am. You know, some shit like that. Shot Boogie and T, what's up? Yeah, my birthday is October 13th. Yeah. Someone I was close, cutting the fuck up. You was close, Paradise, for sure. For sure, for sure. Who knew my birthday in here without me having to say it though? Cause I think you what you probably because I definitely we definitely talked about birthdays on the show. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we did. You know we gonna turn up. All right, so do this look like me, yo?
Yeah,
I did.
well, he said he's 5 minutes away.
All right, bro, but bro, I'm streaming.
Get 10. He sent to the Cash App.
Okay, bro. I obviously know that already, right?
I'm saying just send it to the boss from her.
Okay, I
I'm
get
gonna be right down
that.
here
I
in
been
3
got that. No, don't just come back down here in 3 minutes. Stop interrupting me, bro. I'm live,
You need the money for that shit.
bro. I will send the cash app, bro. Stop interrupting me, bro. Are you gonna keep doing the same thing like you don't got no phone? Okay, Shauna Kamari, me and your daughter have the same birthday. Wow. I bet she's special. She sounds special, isn't she? Paradise, yes. Okay. All right. So we're gonna keep it pushing, right? So, like I said, this was me around the time of my life where I didn't really know. Well, actually, I really knew what I wanted to do in my life, but I didn't know how I was gonna get there, y'all. You know, like I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be a rapper. I just didn't have no idea on how the fuck I was gonna get there. Bro, I just clearly just said,
No, he outside.
oh, bro, you still not hearing me, bro. You about to piss me off. It's your boy head ass. Man, I swear to God, bro. My little brother is different. What's up, man?
I thought you said you didn't have the glasses.
I told y'all don't interrupt me no more on my live. And y'all continuously doing the same thing. Hey, give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. All right, my bad, y'all. I am back. Back. All right, so what's going on? All the kids do that. All the clothes couldn't fuck up. November. Taking the last time. Oh shit! I love that nobody. The silence is so loud. Hello, King. Let's get what I'm in. Okay, now, yeah, I was getting annoyed by my kids and family members that just continuously just, and this is not just today thing. They do this all the time, like all the time. I never stream or do nothing without getting interrupted. Like it's just simple as that. Like, and that's just the real. So, and I'm quite frankly, I'm getting tired of that because I'll be in here kicking it with my people, and then boom. When I leave out and I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's nothing wrong with that because sometimes I just gotta take care of shit. But it's the interrupting me mid thought, and I'm asking y'all to stop because it's just throwing my whole trace of thought off. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even think. Can't even think. So it's cool. Yeah, I bet nobody interrupt me no more neither. So, all right, somebody you have to experience life first has something to rap about. I didn't see that at first. Can y'all please tell me where I was at? Okay, Keisha, I see you there. No, nobody needs to be blocked right now. Everything is fine. Actually, it's fine. But can somebody please tell me where I was at before I was interrupted the last time when I walked out? I'm gonna grab a lighter, give you a little time to put that in the chat. Cause I got to. Hell. Okay. And happy birthday to you and my son. Oh yeah. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share today, baby. Skip birthday. And wish him happy birthday. No. Okay. Keisha, no, today is my daughter's birthday. Yeah, today is my daughter's birthday. But okay, let's get to. Oh yeah, so I knew I wanted to be a rapper when I was younger and shit. I just didn't know how I was gonna get there because we was fucked up. At the point in time in my life where I knew I wanted to rap, we was fucked up by that time. So my father got killed in 1996. Actually, July 14th, 1996. And he was a he was a good dude, you know, like he was like a family man type of guy. But he was in the streets and shit. So you know, he was into that buy and sell business. He was a drug dealer, and yeah, so he ended up getting murdered. Somebody had set him up basically, and they tried to rob him, and he started fighting them and shit, and yeah, they shot him and killed him. Yep, in the house on the east side of Detroit. That house still there to this day. But yeah. So my mom, I think that she kind of like had a nervous breakdown or something. Yeah. I think she had like a nervous breakdown or something of that sort. You feel me? Like after that happened to him, and she moved to Tennessee and took me with her and stayed down there for a little minute, and then oh wait, let me back up a little bit. So my father was married. I forgot to mention that part. He was married, and my mama had ended up finding out that he was married, and then she moved to Tennessee. And my daddy ended up getting killed later July in the year '96. He ended up getting killed, and then she came back. So, boom. So growing up without a father in your father, or whatever the case may be, it had me kind of confused growing up because I just didn't understand. Like I always used to think, and this was me as a kid, and this is fucked up. I know that I was like ahead of my time, but I would always ask like why? Like why the fuck this happen? Why I have to, you feel me? I understood a lot more shit than other kids did when I was younger, because it was just me and my mama for so long, and she would have regular talks with me, like real talks about life and shit that she feels she going through, all that type of shit. Like, so me and my mom relationship was not normal. It wasn't a normal relationship with like how other parents probably parent with their kids. Like me and my mom almost was like friends in a way. But so we ended up moving back here. Funeral happened, all of that. You know, I'm young as hell at the time. So no, I'm not the oldest. I'm actually second from the youngest. I'm actually second from the youngest. It's 13 of us. My father had 13 kids. And that's just on my dad's side of the family. And then my mom got 2 kids. So it's really I got 14 siblings. Put it like that. No, that's on my dad's side. It's it's 12 of us basically. Well, it's 12. I got 12 siblings on my dad's side, and then I got 2 siblings on my mom's side. Shy Boogie Entertainment. What's up, Skip? Just one. Oh yeah, no, definitely not gonna act like nobody else for the camera. For sure. Um, so growing up, my mom, it was just me and her for real. Like we did a lot of moving around. We lived in the shelter at one point in time. I remember that, and we ended up moving with my auntie Betty after. Well, we stayed with my grandma for a minute, and then my mom moved out from with my grandma. I don't know what was the reason behind that, but she ended up moving. Before she moved, though, I used to go to school with my mama every day. I was 2, 3 years old, 3 going on 4, and I was in Head Start. So I went to school with my mom every day, and she had got her GED and stuff while she had me. And then after she graduated and all that good stuff, we ended up moving to another part of the east side with my auntie Betty. And my auntie Betty is the one who introduced me to God and shit. Like she was a real sanctified person, and she didn't live her life like other people did. Like she really, like she did stuff the right way. She was a just person. Um, my mama was in it. Now when we moved my auntie Betty, my mama was like, she was ripping and running the streets. Like so, I spent a lot of time with my auntie Betty, and my auntie Betty was more like a grandma to me, if you want to put it into that manner. So she, and I get it now because I'm older and I understand how life could be challenging as a young parent. So my mama had me when she was 18. So I understand now. But then she was never there. Like she was just always gone doing shit. I'm gonna take this off the screen because I want to show y'all some other stuff. So yeah, she was in and out the house, and she basically was doing her own thing, just living her life type shit, messing with different dudes and doing her thing, trying to find herself in a way. I remember coming home from school one day. I was in the second grade. I was going to Mason Elementary School, and I remember coming home. My mom was sitting at the table, and she just was like, "Hey, come here. I need to talk to you." I'm talking to her. I sat down, and she just got to going on telling me how she wished she, basically didn't have kids so early and all of this stuff. Now, my mama had to be about 21 at the time. And then she told me that she wished that she followed her first mind and went to the Navy, So that conversation always stuck with me. What's up, T5? What's up, T5? Happy New Year's. That conversation that we had that day always stuck with me from that point on in my life. And I kind of like had some type of resentment towards my mom in a way because I just felt like she didn't love me. Moving forward, my mom ended up getting into it with my auntie Betty and jumping on my auntie Betty. So, like, my auntie Betty ended up calling the police on her and stuff like that. And then they made my mama leave. And I was just there with my auntie for a minute. And then my mama came and got me one day and was like, we moved. Boom. So this is around the time my mom had met my little sister and brother's dad. And, they was kicking it, whatever. He was a good dude. That's my stepfather who passed away that I'll be talking to y'all. I was telling y'all about. And all of this stuff happened to me. It's him right here. But he was a good dude, and since he came into my life, he had never left my life until he left this earth. Until he passed on. So, he was a welder. He worked for Roush. He had a really good job and shit like that. So like, our life had kind of like got better in the sense. My mama always worked 2 jobs though. That's another thing. She was a hard worker. She worked 2 jobs too. So our life kind of got better after that. And then my mom had got pregnant by him with my little sister in 2002. Yeah, I was 7. Yeah, at that point in time I was 7 and she got pregnant. She ended up finding out that he was cheating on her with somebody else, and then she left him and stuff, but they were still fucking with each other and stuff like that. And then my little brother, she got pregnant with my little brother. So boom. So life after that, because she left him Like, but she ended up getting pregnant by him again, but she had left him and stuff like that. Life after that was rough. Life after that was rough because it was my mom, and then boom, now it's me and two other kids, and she doing everything on her own. So I would say from 2004 to 2008, life was rough. I'm talking about we lived in so many different houses and went through so many different life experiences. So young that it was. What's up, Tyler Janae? It was just like overbearing at times. The shit that I had to watch my mama endure. Like, and then we going through it with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about from being in houses with no power, being in houses with no running water, like really, I'm talking about like fucked up. Uh, and those times, were the times that I started to realize that, like, you can get through anything with your family. Like, if you got family and you got people who like really love you, no matter what you got going on, you can get through anything with your people. You know what I'm saying? You can get through anything. So my mom and my auntie Quita, they stayed together through those years off and on. Um, and yeah, and we went through a lot of shit together, like a lot of shit. Um, so fast forward 2008, my mom finally had kind of like got her shit together, and she had bought a house. Boom. So now we finally in something. We living somewhere that's permanent, and our schools is in the district is like right down the street from our house and shit like that. So like everything was cool, and I kind of knew this area because I always, I knew a lot of people in the area because we always lived in this certain area of the west side, but like we just lived in a lot of different places around there. But we always lived around there, so like I knew all of the people that I was going to school with, and all that type stuff. Like, so it was cool. But then, like, my mom had now before all of this ever even got this far. Like, my mom always used to do this like some real weird shit. Like, and I was a kid, I didn't. I thought it was weird to me as a kid because you don't understand shit. But my mom would have these little episodes where like she would be in a daze but be asking me like random ass questions, like where my mom at, and like just shit like that. And I'll be like, huh? Like my grandma not here, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Or you catch her trying to open a locked window. Shit like I'm like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I would tell my uncles and my auntie and stuff when I had a chance, like, man, something going on. My mama, she was doing this, she was doing that. People never believed me. It got to a point to where certain shit would be happening, and my mama would flip the fuck out and then call all my family members and tell them that I was a liar. I lied about this, I lied about that, I lied about this. So my whole childhood, I was like a fucking black sheep. Everybody always thought I was lying because my mom would tell them I was a liar. So now fast forward. Now y'all gonna understand this shit a little later. But this is why I'm getting y'all up to, par on what, everything, so y'all can really understand. So fast forward 2008. Now, mind you, I'm a 3.0 student. You feel me? I can get a 4.0 if I really sit back and just lock in. I love y'all too, Keisha. It was a specific incident that happened at school. I got a call home, and they said that I was like I wasn't listening to none of the directives and stuff. Now at this time, like I'm gonna be real with y'all, I'm fed up at home because I keep getting cussed out about shit that I'm not doing. I'm getting whoopings and beat on for shit that I'm not doing. So I did okay. So prior to this, I had got a call home, and my mama had put me on punishment over there. But I was on punishment for like a week or something like that. Going some my week up. Now, mind you, through all of this though, I'm still doing all my work and taking care of everything I need to take care of, doing my chores, all of that. So this specific day, I can't remember exactly the day it was, but I remember doing it. Had to be a Friday. Now that now I'm thinking about it, it was either Friday or Thursday. But I did all my work in school. Now this is how I normally operate though. So I zoom through my work, get my work done, and teacher always pass out the shit that they're gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? Like at the they pass out everything, tell you this homework. All right, we about to do this, and we get to the lesson for the day. I did all my work in school. I was done. I ain't had nothing to do. So when I got home, I asked my mom, could I go to the park, the school park? That's where we play basketball and all that type of shit at. She tell me, basically, yeah, after you do your homework, boom, I bust it right out. It's already done. She tell me, yeah, go ahead. You go to the park. I go to the park. Now, the rule was to be in the house before the street lights came on. That's how my mama played it. Like, well, better make it. Don't let them street lights beat you home. All right, cool. Now, mind you, I literally stay on the corner. My house is the second house off the corner, and the school is right there, and the park is right behind the school. So I'm really right next door. This is when I knew something was wrong. I go home about, I want to say about 4:30, 5 o'clock-ish. Almost probably like somewhere in between there, because this was like basically like around the time where it kind of get dark. It's just like when it first started getting dark fast. So, and this is back in 2008. I don't know if y'all paid attention to it, but like shit and changed so much in the world. Like it get darker like a little later now than it used to back then. But I mean, at this time of the year, boom. So I go home. As soon as I get there, I see the police in front of my house. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Boom. I walk in the house and my mama is in there hysterical. Like down there, I'm talking about blowing snot bubbles out her nose, like the whole nine. They had put a missing person report out on me, talking about I never came home after school or some shit like that. Like, what? Like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Now, when that happened, now my mind is actually fucked up. Cause I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is she lying on me? And you've been lying on me this whole time. Like, this is what I'm telling my uncles, my aunties, everybody, that my mama be lying on me. Like, she like, the shit was crazy. So she called my uncles and everybody and tell them that I never came home at school and I'm trying to be grown and this, that, and the third, yada, 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 yada. So everybody jumping down my throat, talking about what is getting into me, all this extra stuff. And I'm telling her she lying on me. So that's making them even madder, and it cuts me out even more, talking about, boy, ain't no grown woman about to lie on you. That's your mama. You watch your mouth. This, that. They going the fuck off, right? Okay. So fast forward. I like, my mom was dealing with this dude named Paul at the time, and he was a drunk. My mama was also a drunk. So, like, I never really paid too much attention to her, like when she got drunk, because that's when she would like hit a nigga, like hit me and do shit like that. Like when she was drunk, like all the time. Like I'm like, all right, I'm straight on this shit. But one day, like I don't know, wasn't nobody there. Paul was gone, and I heard like some crazy ass thumping, bumping upstairs. You feel me? So I went upstairs, and my mama was having a seizure. But I'm not knowing that it's a seizure at the time. I'm not knowing nothing about what the hell, you know what I'm saying, it is, what's going on. I just see her fucking like shaking bad as hell. And I'm looking like, oh shit, like, and it fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? So I I grabbed her and I called 911. That's all I could do. I called 911. They came and shit like that. You feel me? And then they made my they called my auntie and my uncle, and well, my uncle, and then my uncle called my auntie and made them come get me and shit, come get me and my sister and brother and shit. So now my mama is gone to the hospital. Like I'm not knowing what's going on or nothing like that. I'm really like scared and clueless. And this is the first. This is when I started smoking weed. I was 13. Well, no, I was 11, about to be 12. And I just I went down to my auntie house and shit. My cousins and them was in there and stuff and shit. And they like asked me like, "Man, you all right?" I was just saying the third. Now, mind you, I grew up without a father already, so like my mama all I had. So this is why like me and my mama relationship was a little weird, because even though she did all of that shit to me, I loved her like to death. Like nothing could make me not have my mama back. I don't give a fuck if she was wrong, what's going on. Like I always got her. Feel me? And I knew that she was all I had. So I was stressed out. I was depressed. I asked my cousin to hit the weed. You feel me? I hit the weed, and then I have been smoking weed since then. So, boom. My mama get out the hospital like a week, 2 weeks later. Now, they done did all of these tests on her and all this other shit on her. And they tell us like, yeah, basically, your mom been having seizures. Like she's been like, and then they went back to her, like was looking on her jacket, her medical jacket, and she been having seizures since she was a child. But my grandma never told her that she had seizures, so because she thought she grew out of them or some of that sort. That's what was told. So now we still, all me, my family, everybody, we still don't even know what all do seizures actually do to a person. We don't even know, you know what I'm saying, what's all going on with her at this time. We just know that she's having seizures. So I ended up basically like always just keeping an eye on my mama type shit. You feel me? Always would just check on her and make sure she was straight. One day, she did the one shit again where she was saying that I did something that I didn't do, and or like it was the same one of the same type of scenarios. I went outside, and when I came back home, my mom was swear up and down that I didn't ask her to go nowhere, and she punched me in my mouth like a nigga on the street, basically. Like, boom, and he had my shit split up and shit. So I cried and all that good shit. Boom. That day, later that day, I ran away. Like I couldn't deal with that shit no more. Like it was just one of them things. Like I was just like, because I found myself being in the mirror screaming on the inside, like silently, like you feel me, seeing fucking stars, telling myself like, man, like life would be better without me. I'm like, damn, you feel me? Like, ain't no way I'm 11, about to be 12, and I'm thinking like that. Like, it shouldn't be, I shouldn't have to feel like that. So I ran away. I packed up what I could, and I got the fuck on, jumped out the window, and ran away to one of my friends' house, right? So damn stupid. My damn cousin and my mama driving around the neighborhood screaming my name and shit. I was at my friend's house. His mama heard that shit. She was like, "Oh boy," they pulled up, nigga. I tried to run. I tried to run. They got me though. Boom. I ended up getting in the car with him. Whatever. Boom. I told my uncle. I said, "Uncle, I swear to God, like my uncle and them all know, like." I've never been a bad kid, bro. Like, never me. You feel me? Like, so he kept asking me, like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, what you going through? Like, what? And I'm telling him, like, my mama been lying on me for the longest, saying that I'm doing shit I ain't, saying that I'm doing stuff that I'm not doing. You feel me? Beating on me, this, that, like, just all this shit. I go live with my uncle for a couple months in North Carolina. Actually, I did like a year down there. I did a school year. Boom. Feel me? He realized, like, all right, you smart kid. You don't really. I've never really did too much. Like, never. I just went to school. I did venture off with gangs and shit like that, but because that's what the fuck was going on where I'm from. But like, I didn't never understand it to be that serious as a kid. Like, it was just like some shit where all our friends, we had certain friend groups. All right, we this, we that. You feel me? We see them, we play fighting shit all the time. But it's never serious though. Like, it's like I just said, we play fighting and shit. Ooh, having fun doing shit the little boys do. Boom. So as I'm going to North Carolina in Fayetteville, I went to Lewis Chapel Middle School and shit. I started to like develop different characteristics and shit. You feel me? And I started to realize that I never even had a chance to like really try to follow my dream as to be a rapper. So at this time, now I'm actually writing rhymes and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually writing raps and shit. Man, I remember telling my uncle, like, man, I wrote a rap, and he was like, "What?" I'm like, yeah. Man, I let him hear that rap. That nigga told me, I better not hear you rap another motherfucker ever again. You better not rap no more. Like, I don't want to hear shit about no raps. Now my uncle was a big fan of me today though. Like, not like today, you know. And we even talked about that, and he said, like, damn, like, if I would have known what this could do for you now, like, I would have never, you know, I would just kind of like help you cultivate that. But I ended up getting homesick, and my mama ended up getting sicker too, and she ended up going into a mental, like a psych ward. Basically, she ended up going to a mental hospital. And you know, no matter what my mom did to me, like it's always been me and her. No matter what, like it's always been us. So, like that just kind of like made me feel some type of way that I know that every time my mama would go through certain shit, she would tell me like, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'd be like, damn, I'm scared too. You know, like, but I'm here. You know, so when she went to that place and she was in there and nobody could see her, she couldn't see nobody inside. I just couldn't help but wonder like what they doing to her in there and all of this type of shit. So I ended up getting homesick. I hadn't seen my little brother and sister either and shit like that. So like I ended up moving back home that next summer. But I never went back to live with my mama. Like out of the house, when I came back, I never lived with my mama again after that. Like I always stayed with my cousin. So I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit. So I'm living with my cousin, whatever, for like the next couple of years after that. I came back the year that Michael Jackson died, 2009. I came back that summer. So it's 2009. You know, I hadn't seen nobody in Detroit, Michigan for years, change and shit like that. So I get back and I'm happy to be back because I've been homesick and I miss my peoples, my cousins and all that. So, you know, we kind of get to hanging out and stuff like that, whatever. My mom, she doing her own thing or whatever the case may be. Like she doing her own thing. I don't even know like where she was living at, no nothing at this time. I just know she doing her own thing somewhere. And like this how things had gotten worse with her health, and I could tell because she was like literally like my mama would have seizures all the time, like just having them and stuff. And then as she ended up moving with my auntie, and this is how people started to realize that I was never lying. She started doing that shit to them. She started like forgetting shit and or not remembering shit, and started saying people was doing shit to her, taking shit from her, doing this, doing that, and people like, man, what? Ain't nobody did nothing to her. And they had a family meeting, and everybody was telling my uncles and my aunties and my grandma and everybody what my mama was doing and the type of her behavior, and everybody was just looking stupid. And when I told them, I said, I told y'all. Nobody even, because I'm a kid at the time, but nobody ever said, damn, this boy been going through this all of these years and nobody ever knew what was going on. He might need some type of therapy or something like that. You feel me? Like, cause that shit fucked me up. Like, for real, like it was real traumatic shit. You know what I'm saying? So like nobody never got me help or asked me if I was all right or nothing like that, you know? And I knew I wasn't all right, but I just didn't know how to say what I was going through. So my mama had stopped me from going. I was supposed to go to King to play baseball for the Crusaders. And my cousin was he was a left-hand pitcher. And we played baseball, So like no. So she basically what was going on is she was having seizures, and the seizures block her from remembering stuff. You feel me? Like it stopped her from being able to remember shit. Like seizures, basically you got a chemical imbalance in your brain. That's why you having seizures. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something to that effect. I don't know every detail of what it do or why I do it, but she was losing her memories from the seizures because she kept drinking and she wasn't supposed to be drinking. So like I said, me and my cousin both played baseball. My cousin's son, who I lived with, he was the pitcher. I was the catcher for a couple of years, playing for the Yankees. And then the coaches wanted us to, come play baseball for them or whatever. And if you know baseball, the catcher always follows the pitcher, like no matter where, because they developed the relationship and they know each other. You know what I'm saying? And the pitcher and the catcher are like really, really important in baseball. Yeah, they put her on medicine for seizures. Like she was on like Dilantin and some other shit. Like, but because we never went to court for the whole like guardianship situation with me, my cousin, and my mom, they years later they had did it for my little sister and brother, but they never did that for me. So the whole time it still looked like on paper that I was still with my mama, but I hadn't been with my mama since I was 11. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't really even like know her no more or whatever. But she still was like in charge of certain shit in my life. Feel me? So when it came down to me to fill my application out for King and everything like that, I still needed my mama. You feel me? So my mama come over our house for the weekend right before school starts. She supposed to do my application so I can, you feel me, go take my orientation and do everything I need to do. Bro, why she hid? First of all, I'm not sure if she did have, because you know what, she did have a seizure on the couch. So I'm still not understanding. And then this all still was kind of new to me. I didn't know all of this shit back then. You feel me? That I know now. At the time this going on, I'm just knowing that she has seizures, and I hadn't even found out that it was making her lose her memories yet. I didn't find that out until I was 15, 16. So they like she hid my whole folder with my application and my welcome school letter, everything. She hid that motherfucker under the mattress, like on some weird shit. And I kept asking her where my application was at because we was about to go to the school, and so she kept saying she don't know. She don't know what she did with it. She don't know what she did with it. Don't know what she did with it. Whole time it's in between the mattresses. Found the shit like 3-4 days later, but like they was real strict. King is a strict school. It was strict on they application deadlines and all that shit. So I ended up never being able to go to that school and play baseball for them. And then my cousin didn't want to play baseball with them. So he never played baseball. He went to the school or whatever, but he never played baseball, and he just left it at that. You feel me? So that was a part of our life that changed our lives that could have been something big for us today. You feel me? Like baseball is like one of the highest paying sports. You feel me? And they wanted us. And I could bat real good too. Like I had the best batting average 2 seasons in a row. On the Yankees, I got trophies and stuff for all of that. Like, but I was the catcher, but I had the best batting average. I could bat real, I could hit real good. So fast forward, I started like really. I've been knew these people, my friends. Like I've been knowing them since 5th grade. Like my day one friends, you know. So I've been knowing them since 5th grade type shit. And like we had been started us like a little circle gang, you know what I'm saying? Like when we was kids, like young. So we was running the streets and stuff doing that. And then I ended up going to a school that was in the hood. See, King was in the hood, but it was like downtown. So it was like kind of not the hood in the same sense. But I went to school smack dead in the middle of Joy Road, you know what I'm saying? So that was different because now you exposed to everything that's going on right here because it's right here. That led me to like really like being in the streets full fledged and getting out here doing some real wild stupid shit. I'm not gonna go too much in detail about that because I don't want everybody to feel like I'm like glorifying any of the, you know what I'm saying, like adolescent behavior, because it's in no way, shape, or form, fashion would I ever be glorifying it because it's not nothing to glorify. But I did a lot. I went to jail a bunch and like all juvenile shit. Like I'm talking about a bunch. I gave them a lot of time in my childhood. But it's there when I was at Lincoln Center and I was doing my treatment because I was also on a substance abuse program there because I had high THC levels in my system when I went to jail. So they put me on a substance abuse program also. But through that substance abuse program, the 12-step program, like you really get to know yourself, right? Like, especially if you really taking the work serious, if you actually taking the steps serious and you really do what they tell you to do, you will find the exact nature of your wrongs, and you will also find the real you inside of there. That you like you kind of mask all this other stuff that's going on in life or that you are able to do in life. You mask it with those things, but when you pull all those masks off, it's just you under there, and that's how you find you. But my therapist, and this was back when I was 15, and I still remember him to this day. I talked to him a few times. His name was Dr. Uric. He was the one that gave me all of the information about the seizures and stuff that when I read, I finally understood why my mom was doing the shit she was doing to me. And it made me make amends, you know. And this was closer towards like the middle of my middle end of my treatment, like where I had to make amends in the 12-step program. But once I figured out what was wrong with her and I understood that shit, it made me feel like hopeless because and sad and mad. Like I had mixed emotions because this whole time I've been hating my mama for doing this shit to me when she could never control it in the first place. It was always out of her control. She was sick. So that shit made me kind of like look at life different and shit. I was looking at life strange as hell at that point because now I'm like, my father already dead. Now I got this fucked up relationship with my mama all over some shit that neither one of us could control. My whole family think I'm a liar. Like my life has been hell at this point. And I'm just thinking about all that shit and it was fucking with me. When I got out, I tried to help my mom understand the shit that I knew. And it never worked. Like she would always yell and get mad at me for she always talking about, you think you so smart, like all this shit. Like, and it just always would blow me. But me and my mama relationship has always been rocky. And I always believed it was because of the seizures and all of the shit that happened, throughout the time, like kind of just tarnished our relationship. So looking back at that, it's just like I understand, or I guess I want y'all to understand that I'm not a cold-hearted person. I'm not ruthless. I'm not a maniac and none of that type shit. But like, I'm very detached emotionally when it comes down to certain shit because of that. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to being in the streets, I look at them people that I was in the streets with. It's like family to me. Life is Alexandria. Hey, they like family to me because they was there when I didn't have parents. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have that. So I was raised in the streets for like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom. So like when I hear people speak on me and my situation and talk about he ain't a grown man, he ain't this, he ain't that, like it really had me ready to cuss motherfuckers out and shit because I really been a grown man since I was 11, since a young nigga, and I had to be grown so young that yes, when I got older in my life and I was able to have fun and do things that kids do, sometimes I take the opportunities to be a little childish and to be a little younger, you know what I'm saying, to show that childhood like side of me because I never got to experience it. I never got to experience a regular childhood like most kids do. So that's that for the upbringing. And that's what kind of like made me like a harder on the outside than most because I like knew that I always had to protect certain information as a child because I know how people like to make fun of certain shit and just all this different stuff. So I never was able to really kind of like speak on a lot of shit growing up for the fact of me being scared too in a way, but not wanting people to be able to use none of the shit that I say against me, right, or as a weakness towards me type shit. Like, so yeah, I'm way different than any motherfucker that could have ever touched that cast. Like, cause they never slept in trap houses 11, 12, 13 years old, serving crackheads and shit like that. They didn't do that. I know they didn't do that because if they did, they wouldn't even be a lot of the shit that we spoke about off the scene, like was just frivolous shit. Like nobody had no real shit to talk about besides a couple people. You know what I'm saying? And even at that, he was still asking me questions. He wanted to get my sauce and wanted me to help him with his credit and shit like that. So, and that was stunning. So, I don't know. I guess I guess that's part one. You feel me? One of these days I get back on here and give y'all part two of what went on through my teenage years after me getting out of juvenile, like and not going back to juvenile, being terminated. And I give y'all part two of that story one of these days. But for now, what's going on with y'all? I've talked for an hour. Been on here for an hour, 17 minutes. I am not gonna go longer than I'm not going over an hour and 30 minutes. So what's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? Were you ever abused by any other person? Yes, I did get abused by other people. I've been, you feel me, through a lot of different shit. Yeah, definitely was abused by other people. Go ahead and hit the chat with any questions, comments, or concerns, and I'm gonna get everything out the way before an hour and 30-minute timestamp, and then I will end it at an hour and 30. About to go grab a lighter. He had a hard life and it wasn't your fault. Just know that prayers for you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So is your mom still here with us? Yes, she is. Me and my mom definitely have a better relationship today, like better than we ever had. You feel me? It's definitely like, and we don't talk every single day, but I make sure I call her a few times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we talk, discuss stuff that's going on and how she feeling and shit like that. So yeah. Hope you're okay and pray to God that He brings healing and peace to your heart so you can forgive the ones that hurt you and didn't show you the full meaning of real love without abuse. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Real talk. So that's the reason why, like, I don't know. I be confused with a lot of shit sometimes because, like, I really don't be knowing. So like what I really want y'all to understand about me is I want you to start understanding my lyrics. I don't rap to just rap. The shit that I say in these songs are real. Like when I told Binks, I don't know nothing about Lil Baby. I grew up in the group home. That's serious. That's real shit. But I go to war for you, lace up and strap my boots on. Just real shit, for real. Like I don't know how to like cap. I don't know how to lie. All I know how to do is keep it real because like that's the code that I was raised by. Thank you, Paradise. Life as Alexandria, thank you. I do deserve better. I do. I do. But so I want to show y'all something real quick before I wrap this up. Okay. So you see the date on this, right? March 2nd, 2012. So this was me, 16 years old. You gotta understand me. And this is why. That's fine. It's good. It's good. Do you think that that's the reason why you're single? You got your guards up from that? In a way, sort of, kind of. You feel me? Like I kind of don't. I know how to treat a woman, but I don't really like to get close to people like that unless it's gonna be something serious. Like I'm kind of like that type of person. Like, and, you know, shit, Binks will tell you that. But look, what's life like for a Detroit gang member? You get accustomed to it. Now, this was me as a kid. I had one. They let me. I rapped on the radio, everything. Like back then, like all the way back then, I had rapped on the radio. So, as it reads, I'm gonna read it. Kwame Macklin, 16, is 16 years old with the gun, hand with the gun. He got his first in 8th grade. The Westside Detroit gang member came to Charlie Langton's Talk Radio 1270 studio Friday morning to give an insight into his life and the lives of others just like him in Detroit, as the city seems to explode with random violence that has cost the lives or health or nearly a half dozen innocent bystanders in the last few weeks. Now, this was around the time when I was really in the streets heavy, and some people had got killed, and they blamed it on us, and it was a bunch of crazy stuff. So, as the read continues, Macklin was joined in discussion of gang life by anti-gang worker Thomas Jackson from Detroit 300. This was my mentor after this. Like, he became my mentor. So this is what I said. My mom always told me, you surround yourself with people just like you, Macklin said. His father was murdered when he was an infant, and he just had a child himself. He said his gun is unregistered. Macklin is an aspiring rapper and unemployed tattoo high school dropout who says music is my life. When I was locked up, all I did was write, and that kept me going. This was a question from Charlie Langton. He said, you don't want to be locked up again, do you? And I said, no, all that's going to change. I just worry about my life getting to being a victim of the streets. That's just how it is. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people don't know how to deal with it. He said of the gang, it's more like a family, a brotherhood. This is the same thing I told Mama Shay, right? I said the same thing 16 years ago, damn near. Well, I mean, 14 years ago. It's more like a family, a brotherhood. We got each other's backs. From their perspective, they think we go around causing a lot of trouble. It's just a lot of stuff that comes with it. Langton asked me how it would change my life. I said hard work and dedication, getting a job, moving out of state. There's a hood area where you go. You know, does he know where he'll have dinner that night? No, I didn't. Adding that it doesn't worry him. That's what I said. When you live a certain way, you get accustomed to it. It don't seem as harsh. I've been doing it so long, it just seemed like life to me. Marcella from Detroit called in to say this young man can be saved. You can tell. He's on the borderline of really wanting to change his life. He just needs some guidance. Some people, some good people in his corner. You got to get away from negative people. I think he really can be saved. And I told him, thanks for giving me a ton of support I really needed that. Dr. Alonzo Richard Fleming Jr. called in to say his father was also murdered in Detroit and his uncle was murdered to keep him from testifying in his brother's homicide. Approximately 20 or so close friends have been murdered in the city of Detroit, Fleming said, adding that he wrote a book on the source of the energy of murder. I issued a warning to Detroit that this violence was coming. The streets don't change. There's a reason why the streets don't change. An environment of murder and slaughter has been cultivated, Fleming said. What is the source of the problem? Langton asked him. We have a completely rotten culture, from the church to the activists. The whole thing has to be wiped out. Joe from Detroit called in to say, I had a guy from Chicago, a career criminal, tell me he moved to Detroit because Michigan abolished the death penalty. I don't want to hurt anybody, but I know if I do, they won't take my life. That was deep. Where's the, hold on, let me see something. Yeah, so that was me all the way back then. You know, just being transparent and telling them what's really up, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on. And, you know, that I don't want to be this way, but like now that I done, you feel me, I'm living out here and I'm in the, you know what I'm saying, I'm living in the streets and all this shit. Like, this is how I got to be to survive. So that's all it is right there, you know what I'm saying, and it is what it is. I appreciate y'all for coming to kick it with y'all baby today. When did you decide to get off the streets and want to better yourself? Not many actually change and want to do better. So I had a kid all the way back then that had got went into the system because we were so young, and I just knew that I wanted to do something different. A lot of my friends was getting, like, I got shot. Like, a lot of people was getting shot, getting killed. All type of stuff was happening to people, and that made me want to change. You just remind me of my nephew. That's all. Serious, and I believe everything he say. For real. Dead ass. Like, I don't got no reason to lie to y'all. I've been through a lot worse of shit than this right here that I'm showing y'all. This is just what I decided to show y'all and share with y'all today. But just always remember, a person, the shit that people go through is what make them who they are. It don't define you, but it kind of molds you into, you know, like literally whatever you gonna end up being. So that's it for today. I appreciate y'all so much for coming to kick it, Skipper Gang. You feel me? And I had to clock it for them since they always think they just know so much about me. They know this, they know that. So now y'all do know something about me, you know, that came from the horse's mouth itself. So y'all don't never have to wonder about my childhood and why I am how I am right now. Now y'all know. If y'all want to continue to kick it, I am about to be on Twitch. I'm about to be on Twitch. Keisha, if you're still in here, do you mind posting? Matter of fact, I can do it since I'm on my computer. I can do it right now. I would appreciate it like so much if everybody that's in here, if you're not a part of the Skipper Gang family on Twitch, on my Twitch channel, you look like someone that's been hurt when I first saw you, and I knew I wanted to follow you out of all of them. I fuck with you for real, for real. Oh, thank you, Sweet Brown. I fuck with you too. I fuck with you too. I'm about to post the Twitch link. Okay. If you are not a part of the Skipper Gang family right now, if you're not a part of the Skipper Gang family on my Twitch channel, please hit the link now and follow. And if you land like that, and if you really come in Skipper Gang, sub up. You feel me? Like simple as that. Go over there, follow, and sub up. If you can't sub up right now, that's fine. But if you can, sub up. It helps support the channel and keep this stuff going. I'm in the beginning of this journey. I have some sub goals up right now. You know, I'm trying to take this stuff as far as I can. You know, you never know what can happen until you try. Yes, please get over to the Skipper, the Baby Skip channel. The link is there in the chat. Please click that link and hit that follow button. And like I said, if you Skipper Gang, make sure you sub up. There's a bunch of things that I would love to do with y'all that I would never be able to do with y'all over here on YouTube because of the guidelines. So Twitch is a lot more flexible, and I get to do other things while I'm doing that, and I can kick it with y'all and do what I'm doing. And it's gonna be a fun experience, and y'all might like this because it's funny because I be role playing. So I just want y'all to come check that out and come see what that's about over here. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I really don't want to leave y'all, but I can't do these super long lives on YouTube because it messes with the algorithm. So Twitch is actually made for that. So Mad Juice, what's up, man? Please get everybody, please hit the Twitch link like right now for me. Like right now for me. It's right there. It's right there. It's pinned right there, and then it's right there at the bottom also. Please hit that link, follow, sub up. I'm about to go over to Twitch as we speak. I'm about to get over there now. Before the game starts and everything, I will just be chatting and playing music for y'all, all of that good stuff. And let's kick it. I want to know about y'all day though. Now, come on, now come tell. I need to learn something about y'all. So I'll share something with y'all. I want y'all to come over to Twitch, follow, subscribe if you can. If you can't, still follow and get in the chat. And tell me something about y'all. Let me get to know y'all. I want to know my supporters too. I want to know y'all too. Like, I don't just want to be the one that's always talking. I don't want y'all to always have to listen to me. Let me listen to y'all too. You know, I can get good advice also. You feel me? So, like I said, man, hit that link. Get over to Twitch. Okay, so nobody hit the link. We still at 217 followers. So you guys aren't listening. Hit that link. Please hit the link and get over to Twitch. And we could talk about a few things. We can listen to some music. Feel me? Y'all can tell me some tea, some shit that I done missed because I ain't been on. Say no more. Say that. And you're right about that too. You're right about that. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make some shorts out of this. But let me. You don't have Twitch, just go make one. It don't cost. It does not cost. Sign up is actually really, really easy. You just click on the link. I'm headed right over there. Okay, Alexandria. I'm about to start the Twitch up. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Start the Twitch up. The link is right there in the chat with you guys. No, for sure. It's on the flow, y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all when y'all get over on Twitch. Clock that shit.